Well, here we go. Sergeant Jersey back
together again.
Yep. Here we are starting our Devil's Path hike. It is late, 2:35, but we're only hiking to the shelter tonight. It's only 2 miles. Hello. This is what we're following. So this trip is about 25 miles. We are starting off at the eastern terminus and hiking to the west. And most people do that. And I can see why, because this is starting out pretty flat. I was planning on doing from west to east, but plans got turned around, things got changed before I even started. That's why it's hard to make plans when you're hiking. I hear a waterfall. Let's go check that out. That's not a waterfall, it's just a cool stream. I like this in the Catskills. They got signs like this. So we have point one to our shelter. Sarge is going to check out his new tent tonight. Has never slept in it. It's called Dursten. Sounds German.
It is German, yeah.
It is German?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a two-person tent, but it doesn't look like you fit 2 people in it.
No, very, very snug. 2 very small people. Let's go check out, see what's down here. There's a nice stream here. So the shelter is over there. Let me see if I can. That's right in there. We're across the stream. Actually, I have a better view. Hold on. That's where we're camping next to. There's a bridge up there. And the shelter is shelter's right there. So we got our own little stealth campsite. I don't know if it's legal or not, but it's ours for tonight. Oops. We're gonna cook here too. You're not supposed to, but this is such a nice rock, so we're gonna cook here. So yeah, we're a little stealth site. We're like in this section here we found. That's the beauty of being in a hammock, because look at what I'm camped under. I'm sleeping over. Rocks and stuff. Let's see, Sarge needs a nice flat area, which he found. The only one here. Trying something new tonight. Chicken gumbo an already prepared meal. I usually dehydrate my own, as you may or may not remember from my AT films. But here's a new stove burner. It's self-igniting, so I don't have to bring my lighter, but I did anyway. So we'll see how this is supposed to be from Maine. But it's got all crap in it that I don't really like. But we'll see. This is what I ordered. This is what we're going to have. So we'll see how it is. What are you having tonight? Tonight's beef stew. Mountain House beef stew.
Hearty gravy with beef and potatoes.
How about that? Well, this is a chicken gumbo, and it's a lot of food. It's more than I can eat, and it's also spicy. I didn't think it would be so spicy. But I guess you're saying chicken gumbo is supposed to be spicy. Well, you're right. It's very spicy. My mouth's burning up. And I may have to dig a big hole and dump this someplace. Way, 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 way far away from our campsite. Here we are, day 2 of our Devil's Path end-to-end hike. Great night of sleeping. Best first night of sleeping I've ever had. Temperature's about 55 degrees. Today we have 11 viewpoints according to the map. And but today's our work hard day. I'm going to climb about maybe 1,500 foot elevation. And it's a beautiful day. God has given us a nice day for these views. There's the sun. So let's see what the Devil's Path has for us today. Hopefully some nice views. Next 2 days is supposed to be nice according to the weather. So let's go. Had to pack out more water than normal because there's no water. I think we're gonna do 4 peaks today, and there's no water until we get to the shelter, which is only 7 miles, 7.75 miles, almost 8. So I'm carrying what I have on my shoulder harness, my 3/4 bottle, 1 full liter and 1.5 liters. So I guess I'm about 2.5 liters, which is probably an extra 5 pounds. I started off at 23 pounds with just the 3/4 liter on my shoulder harness. So the extra 3 pounds, 4 pounds, I guess, I don't know. But fortunately, like I say, I was only 23 pounds when I left, so. And of course we had dinner and breakfast, so it's a little bit less right now. Not a big deal. So that's what we're doing. We're going to end up at Mink Hollow Lean-To in Indian Head Mountains, the first mountain, but we have about 4 lookout points before we get to Indian Head Mountain. And here's the trail. We start going up. Up, 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 up. How you feeling?
All right.
Good.
Taking it slow.
Yep. Still fun. You know what? This trail's really marked really well, I have to say.
It is. I like the way they mark it.
Yep. Going up. Our first break. So we've climbed about, well, we're at 3,200 foot right now. We started out at 25. So that's what, 700 foot. We have another 700 foot to go to get before we get to the top. But we're gonna climb up to 3,750 today, and it's kind of humid. But we're at a little, well, this camera, it doesn't do it justice, but it's going up.
Going up.
Yeah.
One thing we have in our favor, though, it's a beautiful day.
Oh yeah, that surely is a blessing. I had to stop and repack my pack. As usual, I pack with my food up at the top, and that was straining on my shoulders, so I had to put it down at the bottom. Here is the view from Sherman's Lookout. Very nice. First of 11 views today. This must be view 2 of 11. The colors kind of reminds me right now when I was in Virginia, or actually no, North Carolina. It's a nice view. Kind of looks like the Appalachian Mountains almost.
Yeah, hi.
Wow. I wonder which one of those is Slide Mountain. Slide Mountain is 4,100 feet and plus, biggest mountain in the Catskills. It's a nice climb. We have to basically go up this rock, put the poles away. I'm not going to need them. Here we go. And this is the culmination of the huge climb, which wasn't really too bad. I put my poles away anyway. But this is what we see here. We must have been on that mountain right there. Came down, because it's pretty easy hiking. What a view. What a beautiful view. As you can see, a lake over there. Pretty cool. This is what my Garmin says.
What?
It gives our a GPS location and the elevation. We're at 3,403. So we have passed Indian Head Mountain. Obviously, it was a viewless summit, and there were no signs because we just a day hiker passed us. He has an All Trails map, which is a app on your phone, and we're clearly past it. So now we're heading down. Next is Twin Mountain, but we got to get down this somewhere. So yeah, just thought I'd update you. So let's see. We have 3.6 to go, and we did 3.2. So we're in the middle of the day with a big ass climb coming up Twin Mountain. 3,500 foot elevation. It's been a rough go, let me tell you. Camera does not do justice about how sharp this climb is. There's Indian Head Mountain where we just came from. It was nice and flat at the top, then we went down to a notch, and now we're coming back up. Twin Mountain head. Thanks for coffee. For refreshment, everything's fine. On the way to Twin Mountain. About another 0.7. It's been a hard up so far. So we're on Twin Mountain. We ran into some day hikers who are hiking a little farther than we're staying tonight. They're day hiking. They've done a lot of this. And the one guy is a man and a woman, friends. Turns out the one guy, his mother lives 2 doors down from where Sarge lives. Small world. Anyway, there's a bunch of people up. Not a bunch, but there's people up on the summit there where we were going to have lunch, but we got to figure out a place to have lunch. So maybe the second peak here we can find some place to eat, because it's like 10 after 12. Here's our lunch stop. It's 12:40. What did you think of your first morning, Sarge?
Well-deserved lunch spot.
Yeah, kind of hard hiking this morning, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, we had lunch. Here's kind of the same view that we had before. I just showed you. This tree's right in the way. But yeah, same view. Get out on the edge here, this rock. Reminds me of the Appalachians. It really does. So we have 3 rough miles to the shelter. I think. We'll see. And it's only 1 o'clock. I was wondering if there was a blaze here. There is.
Oh, you see one?
Yeah, there's right there in the rock. This is looking like Mahoosuc Notch over here.
Mike?
Yeah.
All right, film me here.
I am. Here he is coming out of Mahoosuc Notch crevasse, making his way down, slowly but surely, straining all of his quad muscles.
Some of that.
And check.
Upper strength muscle too help.
Look at this. This is like a cave in here.
We go through here?
No.
Oh. That would be a Mahoosuc Notch.
Yeah.
Be a good place to shelter yourself in a thunderstorm, right?
That's for sure, yeah. Man, look at this. Let me see the... There's a ledge here. Sorry, folks, moving around. That's crazy. It's amazing how these rocks just formed like this or fell like this, it looks like. This is different layers of rock or shale. I don't know if this is shale or not. You see there's different layers. Yeah, it's not. Oh, even though the rocks are a little wet, your shoes kind of grip on them. All right, down we go up to Sugarloaf. That's probably Sugarloaf right up ahead that we saw. If I had to guess, I'd say that's Sugarloaf Mountain that we have to go up.
Good guess, I think.
Crappy down. Hope you don't get stuck. You could just, yeah, you're on the ground. Oops, you're on the ground now.
Let me squeeze.
No, we don't have to come down that. Or did you have to come down that? Now we have to go down this. This isn't too bad. This is very technical climbing, by the way. Technical climbing is basically taking your time to navigate around the rocks and roots. Big rocks. I mean, it's not like you're on a trail. It's very tricky. We've finished our descent of Twin Mountain. Now we're going up Sugarloaf Mountain. And we're 2.2 miles from our shelter. That's going to take us probably all of 2 hours and maybe 2 and a half.
2 hours and 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 hours and 2 minutes because we're hiking at a mile an hour. Yeah. Gotta go all the way up there. You can see the blaze is right up there in that tree. There's blaze. Gotta go up this. Sorry folks, I forgot to film the summit of Sugarloaf Mountain. But no worries, it's just like this. So I could have said that this is the top of Sugarloaf Mountain and this is what it looks like. But I didn't. So this descent is a little bit trickier than Twin Mountain. Well, actually, Twin Mountain was much more technical than this. This just got a lot of loose rocks, which is not fun coming down. So we have about a mile to go to get to the campsite. This is basically all the way down into our campsite. We're at Mink Hollow, which by the name means we're going to be in a hollow. But there's water there. And then tomorrow we have to go up what's called Plateau Mountain, which is 1,250 foot climb right out of the gate tomorrow morning in like less than a mile or so. So you know it's going to be straight up. But the good thing is it's going to be first thing in the morning, and the rest of the day shouldn't be as bad. I think today was probably the hardest day, which is why I wanted to start on the west and go east, because I knew this would be hard, and the first day on trail is always the hardest. But as it turns out, Sarge and I did a lot of training, and none the worse for wear. We're doing pretty good. A couple old guys. Of course, we've only gone about 5 miles in 6 hours. But you know, what the heck? We're not AT speed. You know, we don't have to put miles in. We're just out for a nice walk in the woods for a couple days. All right, here comes a nice down. Gonna need 2 hands. A lot of water dripping down off the side of this mountain. Slow going. 20 to 5. I don't even know if we're going to make it to the shelter. I think we're under a mile. Make it to the shelter by 5. I don't know. We'll see. Got to go under this guillotine rock.
It's like a little lemon squeeze too.
Yeah, a little squeezer too. Here we go. Well, I got out. Let's see how Sarge does. Under the guillotine. See, he's got those nice long legs that I don't have. Just about made it. We've got to be close. I mean, we just have to be close. It's almost freaking 10 or 5.
Yeah, well, we're going slow.
I know. Found it. That's where we're going. Well, we're at our campsite. Got water. Almost had to go, what, like an eighth of a mile
Just to get water.
to get water. Yeah, down. Of course, it's down. And it is right now. It's 6:30, so we're gonna eat. End this video. I think we did 7. No. I think we only did 6.8. Nah.
With the water walk, we did
The water walk we did 7 miles. So we'll say 7 miles today. So tomorrow we do a 1,300 foot up just about right off the bat, and I'm looking at it. So we have to get rest, refreshed, and ready to go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. I didn't do the end of the day because it got too dark, so I'm going to combine day 1 and 2. So thanks for watching day 2 and 1, and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Good night.